Okay, so my little ladybug friend I get every year comes in. Come on. I get a little ladybug. Comes in every time around this year. My little ladybug friend. I don't want to kill it because last year I had one and it kept coming to me every day when I woke up for a week and then I found it dead, right? So yeah, let's just put you down here. You don't want to get off me. Okay, you just go there. Okay, so today's talk about is there's going to be chaos no matter who's in. And we know Trump's going to win, okay? He's the footstool put in front of people. And so many Christians are idolizing this guy. It's unreal. I go to some of the channels and all they talk about is vote Trump, vote Trump. Doesn't matter. You can vote whoever you want. The guy's been picked a long time ago because he's got all the people following him. You see, it's easier for them to pick Trump. He's a better actor than Biden. Biden stutters up, and Biden is good, but it's about picking the less of the two evils, okay? So Trump is less of the two evils, but they go, Trump did so much for America, and, I don't want to talk too much about it, but Trump did nothing of the importance spiritually. They're still killing babies, and after he gets back in, they're still going to kill babies. Where's the swamp drained? Like the most important things he did not accomplish, and he made Jerusalem the capital to bring in the Antichrist into Jerusalem. He's ushering in the Antichrist. He's part of it. He's not all of it. And hey, I like Trump. I pick Trump. How you doing, brother? I pick Trump any day over Biden. But that's the trick. That's what people are going to be tricked. Now Elijah faced the same thing, okay, over Israel. He was captain over Israel at the time that he was alive, and he helped bring them out of some captivity that they were in at the time. And so what happened is they couldn't fool. The king was asking, why is Israel prospering when they should be failing? So the king had a party and invited a bunch of whores. I don't like to say it like that, but a bunch of... Oh, Mike's coming on. And anyways, he prayed to God to help them, and God's idea was different, and he let them fail. Okay, but yeah, Mike's on now.
So you guys don't lose your heads about it. And hopefully we can keep track of all of what's happening. It is undetermined or uncertain whether we'll have an instant results to the election. Right now, it looks like not. Looks like that when the votes are counted, they're going to be challenged. So you guys might want to look for that. My hope is that you don't get emotionally involved so much that you begin to lose your footing. Right? Because Christ is our anchor. And we intercede for such events, although the Bible says we're in this world, but not of this world. And we are certainly of our Father's kingdom. The Bible also says, as a man thinketh, so is he. As you regard yourself, so you tend to become. I'll be with you guys in just a minute.
Okay, so we are of this world. We are on this world, but we are not of it, okay? There's so many Christians right now. You have to vote Trump or we're doomed. I see it all the time. We'll be gone in a couple days, okay? will be raptured, they call it. And then I was talking with someone online about rapture yesterday. He's like, where do you get these stories from, these conjured up stories, when they're Bible scripture I gave him? Straight out of the Bible. He said Jesus is, he's going to walk us up to heaven. No, he's not. Your harvest angels are going to come and get us, okay? So we're not getting raptured, all right? It doesn't work that way. Some people, yeah, it's for every man to die once, right? No, we can't vote in Canada, so it doesn't really matter for us Canadians anyway. But we're still going to the way of Babylon. We are, because we're North America. We can't vote. Okay, so I watched a thing the other day. They let out 18,000 criminals in the California area, and some of them are murders, okay? So why did they do that? Because they're going to start doing it all over now. And it's going to cause more chaos, and this voting isn't going to be settled tomorrow. It's going to be like it's never happened before. It's going to take a long time because they want to stir up chaos. It's going to be chaos, though, regardless what we do or not. So no, I sent you that prize from Canada. No, and I'm not American, but to tell you the truth, whoever gets in leadership of America is important to even Canadians in the whole world, because America runs pretty much the world, okay? So that's going to change, though. And they're already boarding. I got a quick video here of what they're doing, because they're getting ready for chaos. So why did the Christians keep saying it's going to get better? Because they don't hear the voice of Jesus saying it's not going to get better until I get back. It's going to get worse.
This is W7.
Here we go.
We've got a lot going on now here. Within about 36 hours of the election, we're surely going to see some sort of chaos spit out of this, because it's pre-planned and they're just telegraphing it all over the place. We can already see this starting to break loose in different areas. They have now sent National Guard to multiple different cities. We've seen them boarding up downtown areas en masse, like New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles. Now, Philly's seeing troops sent in there as well. The White House putting up a perimeter fence, what they call a non-scalable fence around the White House, also rolling out 250 National Guardsmen to be on standby to protect the White House complex, the Ellipse, and Lafayette Square. Lafayette Square is where a bunch of people were saying that they were going to rally to try to descend upon the White House to run Trump out of it if they declare that Biden is a victor. But at this point, it's pretty clear that no one is going to be officially declared president for some time. Someone may come out with a big lead after Tuesday night. They may announce someone, and it may affect some things. But it's going to take time for what the Supreme Court has said in Pennsylvania and other states to count all the votes there, and nothing will be official until that happens. And there's been a lot of controversy with the mail-in ballots thus far. I expect that to play big in this whole thing. And really, the outcome, either way, I expect to see chaos. If it was to be handed to Biden after you see all these droves of people coming out in support of Trump, you're going to see something new. If Trump wins, I expect to see some of these groups that they've been pushing around the country all year long to show back up, with their ticket in hand to cause chaos, as this has happened left and right. They've been bussed in, stacks of bricks, spray painting F-12, a lot of earmarkings that show that this is organized en masse, and we expect them to be in action throughout this week. So just be prepared. Regardless, I see chaos, because at the end of the day, that seems to be what they're wanting. So be vigilant is all I can say. It looks like Wall Street is now talking about this. Okay, so everyone is talking about being worried about armed conflict. All these investors saying they're freaking out about this post-election violence. So as we've been saying this whole time, I hope you have a plan. And we're talking about this in greater detail over here on D Live. Make sure to join me. I'll be live maybe every night this week. It depends on how things go, but Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every week, 9 p.m. Eastern, you can find replays. So over here, if you missed the live stream, even if I'm running a replay, you can go back and you can start whatever fresh. There's also videos there.
Okay, so he is a Christian, but he just became Christian. Here's here, and we're talking. Well, no, but they have the strongest technology. Israel has some amazing technology. Okay. They are, because America is protecting them and right now. But what they're going to do is they're going to take out America first to get to Israel, because it says in the Bible, Israel be trodden underfoot. To do that, you have to take out America. So get ready, because I do believe that's going to happen in the next 6-8 months, maybe a year at the most. And hey, I'm not predicting when, because I don't know when. I don't know dates. I don't set dates. Just like Canada's going to shut down again, but it said November 1st. Well, I reaffirmed it and said, listen, I don't know what date they're going to do it. It's going to be a shocker, because everything our government is doing is a shocker. So they could do it by the end. They could do it by the middle. They could do it in a couple days. I don't know. I don't give predictions. I'm not. I did have a dream last night from God showing me that we're going to be going in these camps. Okay. And I was one of the first ones to go. That's what he showed me, because they know who you are by what you do on your computer or your phone and what your text messages and your phone calls say. They know, they're listening in on you to find out who you are, the AI is, so that they can deliver you up and kill you if you're a Christian. They like I said, they got 3 colors. They got green. That means they will be okay. They'll have to go to camp for maybe a couple weeks. Blue means they might pick God's side or their side. And red means that they're not going to pick. So they know who we are. We're all tagged. We're all numbered. We all have a number to us with our social insurance number in Canada. And I'm not sure, do they have social insurance numbers in America? Yeah, no, you told me on your, you told me in the messaging. I'm glad. I'm still going to send you this phone when I get my new one next month, right? The end of this month, actually. I'm going to send you Galaxy 9 for free, okay, Junior? It's got a nice case on it. Can put a card in there. Why am I so nice? Because that's our job. We're supposed to become like Jesus. Okay? Our hearts are giving to even our enemies if they need. Okay? It's not that I'm so nice, it's that the love that I have, especially for my people. I want you to have a good phone. Okay? I'll send you the cord and everything. You probably have lots of charger boxes. I got like 20 of them. I can send you one if you need that too as well. It's just your basic plug-in, right? I'm sure you have a charger box for the phone. And I'll send you the cord. Yeah, I'm getting some stuff coming through here. And we're just waiting for Mike because he's coming on. And yeah, I've been telling people the same outcome, and they're just so for Trump and idolizing Trump. I idolize this guy and the Father, and I walk in obedience every day, and some days it's tough. Some days I come on to the point of sinning, but I don't because I go to my Bible. And it's getting better and easier for me and easier in my mind, but I got a severe headache today. Severe. Okay? I'm just looking for things that happen today because I'm a watchman. So like earthquakes and stuff. I look for those, eh? Okay, well, let's see what he's saying today. It's all about see these guys, these Christians are just way too supportive of Trump. You know what I mean? Votes don't even count, and these people don't realize that the president's already been picked, and they're going to use everything else as an excuse until before he gets in to make the people anxious and cause stuff. And I just when Mike comes on, I'm just resting today. I could grab my Bible out for a bit, play a Christian song. But my headache is so fierce, and I don't take nothing for it. I believe that it'll go away and it's time. But yeah, I was talking about there's so many churches that believe in rapture. And you can't even talk to them because they know you're wrong and I'm right. And I just bow out and go, you know what? All these Christians, like Buddy said today, that some people that aren't Christian are nicer than the Christians. It's really sad. And I saw that today because they were stabbing at me yesterday for talking about how we're not going to be raptured. The harvest angels take us up. Okay, you have to be ushered in just as long as so does Satan have to be ushered in. You just don't do it on your own. You just don't go up to heaven on your own. The catching away, they're using the catching away as rapture. But that's not what rapture means. Rapture means you leave your body and meet him in the clouds. Okay? And it's ridiculous. They treat you so bad, like you're stupid and like you don't read the Bible. I do 14 hours of work every day on the Lord. At work, I'm listening to pastors. Before I go to work, I read my Bible. When I get home, I do this. I teach the Bible and other things that are going on. And then before I go to bed, I read my Bible. So that's every day. And I'm worn out. It says that Satan will wear you out. No matter how much sleep I get, I wake up and I'm worn out. Today it's a super headache all day. I don't get headaches. Usually I don't. Obviously I get them. Yeah, that was my plans. Is giving you my phone, and it's pretty much like new. It's never been dropped. There's not a scratch on the screen. It comes with a good case, leather case. That's leather. It's a very strong case. I've dropped it with the case, but never on a hard floor, and there's not a mark on the case even. Yeah, I'm going to mail it to you as soon as I get my new phone, Junior, okay? So I'll take off all my information on it because I'll get a new Galaxy. It'll go on to my new Galaxy. It can read all of it, and then I'll send it to you. Okay, so that you have a phone that'll last you at least a couple of years. All right? So we do this because we love each other. We don't do this to get something back, okay? Nothing I do is to get anything back. I don't expect anything back from anybody. When I give it out, I give it out freely. I don't ask for it ever back, okay? My sister's probably on here and she can account for that. Some people need help. Some people are poor. So if you don't help your sister out, then you're in trouble because that's your family. You should always be there. I help my mom out too, like lots, right? So, and I helped some of my other family out, which I'm not helping this year because they turned their back on me anyway, but we won't get into that because I'm not here to talk about other people, right? So, anyways, this one Christian channel, all they're talking about is the voting. And it's like, you know what? People are so sick of hearing that they don't want to watch it for the whole day. It's ridiculous. And I go on there and they say, you got to vote Trump. You got to vote Trump. Oh, it's just a headache. Listen, he's better, but he's the less evil out of the two. He didn't drain the swamp, and there's a lot of things he didn't do. One guy's saying God's election. Yeah, and he's saying there is some bad stuff coming in it. As the end draws near, the mark is getting closer. Oh, let's see this one.
All brand buds are filled with psyllium fiber.
Till Mike gets on, and then Mike's taking over and I'm resting for the day.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was...
So, if you've watched this channel for a while, I've covered the
Tattoos.
Mark of the Beast many, many times. I know a lot of people have different perspectives on what it is. A lot of people believe it's going to be something with the vax. A lot of people think it's the microchip. There's actually people who think it's Sunday worship. The simple fact is it's not something that should be argued upon because it's something when it's revealed to us, we will all know. But one thing that we know is that you will not be able to buy or sell without having the mark in your
Okay, I'm going to
forehead.
stop that. This new card that's coming out, you're not going to be able to buy, sell, travel, have a license, and anything else without the card. So I do believe that's it, and they're going to have one for the whole world. A new citizenship card and health card that you've been vaccinated and that you've given, and they gave you and took and bought all your property and all your debts are freed and everything else. But it's way more than that. Anyways, come on, Mike. Come on. I want to rest. Anyways, like I said, I could go into some teaching until Mike gets on. He keeps saying a minute, but give him a minute, he'll be on. I'm going to play. Let's play this.
Or
I got to rest my
in
head.
your wrist, Revelation chapter 13, verse 17, and that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. But one of the things I've talked about is this electronic tattoo. I talked about 3-4 years ago, the dangers of it. And a few months ago, with all this crazy stuff going on, I took note to do a video on this because I wanted to show everyone it. And again, we have these companies like Google and Apple who continue to step forward, as these trusted names who are creating these things such as, well, what they're calling here, they're creating their own skin tattoo. It's called skin marks. And I'll tell you right now, I'd rather have skid marks in my underwear for the rest of my life than put a skin mark on my body. But they might as well call it skid mark, because that's what it is, a skid mark. And of course,
what do you do when you're the Pirate King? What do you do when you're the Pirate King? What do you do when you're the Pirate King? You raid a whole village. Turn to the balls of the hook and break legs. Turn to the balls of the hook and break legs. Turn to the balls of the hook and break
Gang
legs.
commercials.
of course, it's being created by Google. Because these are the companies that are going to create this type of technology so that people, oh, I have to have it. It's the newest thing from Apple. It's the newest thing from Google, right? We know Google's experimenting with altering DNA strands. Things where people should be like, huh? I thought Google was a search engine. I thought Google was doing this. And why are they doing that? Well, it's all part of it. It's all part of the beast system. Now, I'm going to show you a clip, and then I'm going to talk about what you need to know about this skin tattoo. But become familiar with it, because it's going to become a normal thing where you're able to control your technology with this implemented skin tattoo that sticks almost like glues onto your wrist without using glue, where you can control your devices. And in reality, your devices can control you. So take a look.
From MRIs to EKGs, sonograms to scanners, medical technology allows doctors to monitor vital information about the inner workings of the human body. Imagine if some of these machines could be made so thin, light, and portable that they could be attached right to the surface of your skin and go wherever you go.
There's some very sophisticated device functionality sitting on my skin now.
Two NSF-funded innovators have done just...
Anyways, I don't think the mark is going to be what everybody thinks it's going to be until it's just about time to implement it, okay? And we will know what it is when it comes. People are jumping way ahead, and not taking the vaccination isn't going to be suggestible for people that don't have Jesus, because they're not going to be protected from the things that are coming. Well, I don't believe anybody in these days should live without Jesus. It's okay, buddy. Because Jesus in the end times, man, without him, I wouldn't be becoming the person I have been becoming. Okay? So, no matter who we vote, it ain't going to change the outcome. God has the outcome for everything, not us. He's in control of everything. We're not. And the government aren't going to be for long. No, they're not. They're serving Satan. I heard last week that these giants are already here. That the fallen ones, they're already here. And I had pictures of them. And they erased that one. So I don't have it anymore and I can't find it. I looked all over for it yesterday. Of course, it's erased from social media platforms, period. Yeah, and on Facebook, it's nothing about anything but who's voting Trump, right? Outside of Christ, I'm weak. In Christ, I'm strong. I like that picture. Okay, bike takes too much longer. I'm going to have to restart it because, here's one of these guys.
I just wanted to come on really quick with two golden nuggets. These are two quotes that the Lord reminded me of, and I put them up on the Facebook, and the Lord said, just share real quick, about 5 minutes about them. So I want to give you these two golden nuggets, wonderful quotes that were life-changing for me a number of years ago, still are.
Wow.
The first one was,
people just talking about this election. Drives me crazy. Like, what do Canadians even have to do because they're not voting? I'm talking about it because I have American friends, and I'm concerned for what's going to happen because the whole world's going to follow suit, right? Something happens in America, we all do. But we don't have a right to vote, so we don't have a right to say vote who you should vote because we don't have a right. Okay, so he's on. Thank God. I need a rest in my head, eh?
If you can, let me get this. Together. All right, this will be considered the tank.
Okay.
You know, guys, I just found out that this thing is sealed.
I'm going to remake it. It's going to be called Mike. Okay? Just because it might be 2 hours. God bless.
And of course, I just found that out.
I'm being back right away.